Welcome all of you out there to this edition of Commission Corner. I am Commissioner Maxwell B. Chambers here at the City of Miramar, and we have plenty of stuff for you today. So please stick and stay, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Thank you. Welcome back. Just to recap, June was a great month. Starting off with the graduation, just getting back to normal, where we have normal graduation for the high school. We had Everglade High School graduation, Somerset High School graduation, and to top it off, we have Miramar High School graduation. And then we jumped over to all the celebration in June with Pride Month. Pride Month was awesome. And then you have Juneteenth. And then we have the Caribbean American Heritage Month. So thank you so much for celebrating with us. Stay with us. We're going to come back with our interview with Mr. Robert Alexander, 360 Wise Media. Stick and stay, don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Commission Corner. I have a special guest here today with me, Mr. Robert Alexander, the resident of Miramar and also a small business owner. Mr. Alexander, welcome to Commission Corner, sir.
Thank you for inviting me. How are you doing today?
Good, I'm doing well, thank you. Before we get into some of the other stuff, I want you 360 Wise. I want you to talk about yourself, your company. I really like that name, 360 Wise Media. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your company.
Well, 360 Wise Media, we're in the top 1% for influence brand marketing and advertising. We're here in Miramar. Of course, that's South Florida, Delaware, Washington, D.C., and the UK. We actually cater to public figures, celebrities, major brands, and we've begun to get in the trenches and do things a little bit different for the small business community, which is actually the backbone of the United States as well. My wife and myself, we're a licensed trademark brand internationally, and we're about 15 years in the making. We've been trademarked for over 10 years. So I'm a CEO and co-CEO. My wife, she's the boss for real. So
So it's a family affair.
It's a family affair.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I just want to thank you for being a resident of Miramar, and thank you for establishing your business here. Recently, we have a major gospel show here in the city of Miramar, and I want to thank you because you were instrumental in bringing it to me and bringing everybody on board, and it was a success.
It's something that we've, myself and my wife, we looked at how the community has been building Miramar in general, right? And then we've had a lot of little pit stops. The pandemic hit everybody, so it's not just Miramar. But we've been looking at different, again, public figures, celebrities that we deal with on a regular basis to introduce them to the growing city of Miramar. And most definitely you were the perfect one to, because of your outgoing relationship and how you're in the community, you get me just as a perfect fit. Well, you've always been in the community, and we appreciate that, and we thank you for that. So it was only fitting to pass the baton in regards to start having some major events to add to the Caribbean events that happens here in the city of Miramar. So, and we've got more coming for you, that's for sure.
Thank you. And the success of the show, the attendance, the quality of performance, we have Donnie McKirkland.
Yeah.
Yolanda Adams.
Yes.
Cece Wynand.
Mm-hmm.
And Karen Clark.
All here in Miramar.
Right.
One stage.
All in Miramar.
One night.
On stage, one night.
Yeah.
Gospel.
Gospel. Yeah.
So, and I like that, to have gospel at that high level for all the folks that really love gospel and all the churches that we have in Miramar and the surrounding community, and to give them that level of quality of performance, it was big.
It's going to be bigger. I mean, yes, of course, every event in that caliber that you're introducing here to Miramar is going to continue to grow. Not to mention Kirk Franklin, Tamala Mann, you know, we have that on deck for you.
That's the next show coming.
That's the next show
Right.
coming in November, and more will be added to that specific lineup. There are other stage events, even outside of the, you know, there's a play coming up. There's a lot of things that we have coming up, even outside of just music itself, that will broaden the footprint of the city of Miramar here in South Florida as being top notch as it is, and as it's growing itself to be. I mean, we have a lot. I have other individuals besides A. Curtis Farrell who I, you know, brought to your attention, and you know, we have others that.
And he's top notch. He's very professional. I'm very pleased.
Grammy Award winning, not Grammy Award nominated, all of those awards, Guinness Book of World Records. You know, he's a silent giant, because you know a lot of these folks, they just sit in the back, and they're not about their accolades, right? But they push a whole lot of energy out here to the masses. A lot of people don't even know who's the footprint and who's pushing, who's behind this, you know, these particular types of shows, or entertainment or anything of that nature.
I'm very pleased with Mr. Curtis, the way he handled things professionally. The team was on point, and not to mention our very own local, Joanne Schrader.
Man, that
he
guy
was fantastic.
Oh yeah,
as usual.
He's a natural.
He's just a natural. He's a brother that always on point.
Yeah.
And we thank him for his involvement. He's a great host. And what can I say? For those of you who missed that show, you really missed a great performance here at the City of Miramar at the amphitheater. And all I can say, don't miss the next one. And I think we're coming up again November 25th, I believe.
Yeah, that's like Black Friday, something of that nature, right?
Black Friday. That's
Kirk Franklin, Tamlin Man, and we have, you know, a slew of other surprises to add to that event, which is, you know, again, hosted by
the one and only.
The one and only.
Commissioner Maxwell B. Chambers. You know, it's such a good thing what we are doing here in Miramar. 5-7 years ago, you mentioned Miramar, and people's like, Miramar, what's that? Where's that? But today, we are in the top 4 cities between Broward and Miami-Dade.
I believe that within 5 years, right, no matter what's going on out here in the world, a lot of things going on, you know, but I would say we could actually, Miramar could be number 1 or number 2 in 5 years, real easy. And it's just more so connecting the people, connecting the residents, right? Understanding the trajectory of where everything is going from Flintstones to the Jetsons as we're continually building. It's like a work at play, work at home, stay at home in your community environment type of scenarios, which are being built everywhere. I truly believe that Miramar is on track of being the number 1 spot on that map, no question.
And the number 1 without the beach.
Without the beach, I mean, listen, you don't have to worry about the mold and the mildew with your windows open. Simple as that. Or you could ride 30 minutes down there and you had the water. Voila.
We're 20 minutes away from everything.
We just right there. You go
all
to
the
Turnpike,
the airport,
the Turnpike, 75. You know, it's right there, smack in the dab.
And we are at the center of everything.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
So keep it right here.
Miramar.
It's in Miramar.
Period.
Mr. Alexander, thank you so much
for
being a resident. Thank you for being a business owner.
Thank you.
Looking forward to the next episode and the next events.
And Tata, my wife couldn't be here, but love you, baby. Peace and blessings.
Stay. We'll be right back. Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us. As you know, it's the summer, and summer brings youth. School is out, and I would just want to introduce you to my team today. At the end, we have Jonathan. In the middle, we have Louis, and over here we have Diego, and here we have Miss Sophie. So this is my team, my volunteer team, and I'm going to start on the end with Jonathan. Tell us the school you go to and what it's like to be volunteering.
Hi, my name is Jonathan. I go to Somerset. I'm in 10th grade, and volunteering has been fun, educational, and hardworking.
Thank you so much. Mr. Lewis, how are you, sir?
I'm good.
Thank you. What school do you go to?
I go to Franklin. Shout out Franklin. And pretty much what it's felt like volunteering. It's been very good. I met nice people, great people. I've been able to do it with my friends. So like that's a plus. And so like it's been fun. Like really, really fun. And yeah, I do it again.
And what grade are you in?
I'm going to 11.
11th grade.
Yeah.
And Jonathan, what grade are you in?
I'm in 10th and I'm going to 11th right now.
Okay, awesome. Mr. Diego, how
Hi,
are you?
I'm doing good. I'm Diego.
I like your hairstyle.
Thank you. I go to McCarthy, and I'm going to 11th grade. And I like doing this because it's an experience. And and like you said, I like doing it with my friends instead of myself. So that's all I gotta say.
Thank you. And these are my volunteer team for this summer. I'm so glad, I'm so happy to have them. Get them out the house, they come in, they do their thing, and they get their community hours for high school. And I'm looking forward to having them all summer, and hopefully they'll learn something and encourage others to volunteer.
I would.
And how was it throughout the pandemic? How did you guys handle that remotely, school learning, at home?
When the pandemic started, like I got like really bored because I couldn't go to school or like anywhere because of the pandemic. So I just like found stuff to do to like occupy myself. I like played games and stuff. But then I also started like doing exercises and stuff. So like I keep myself active, I guess. And yeah, that's how I got myself through the pandemic.
Of course, it cost the parents a lot of money. You guys been home all day, eating up the food, running up the electric bill, and so forth. So
Yeah,
that
pretty much.
must have been tough.
Yeah.
Right, Jonathan?
It was boring at first, but it was better going through school because you could really just like, it was easier to pay attention, at least for me. You could also like play games and stuff. It just made it easier. It was fun, but now it's just back to school and it's the normal.
Thank you so much. All right. And here we have Miss Sophie. She's my past volunteer from Miramar High School, and now she is at the University of Florida. How is it to be a volunteer and come back and be an intern with me in the office?
Yes, well, I actually started volunteering my junior year of high school. Just like everyone else, I was kind of pretty bored, but took the opportunity to volunteer at one of your events, and then you also offered the opportunity to come into the city, and I was able to like learn, the different mechanics behind running city commission and things of that nature, and I've really been able to connect with the citizens of the city of Miramar on a much deeper level, learn customer service, empathy, and a lot of skills that I have learned that going to college now is very important in the workforce. And I really carry a lot of the things that I've learned here with me throughout life. So.
And I must say, you started in the church, volunteering at the church.
Yes, I did. I am a brought up at the Miramar United Methodist Church here in Miramar. And it is also fostered community for me. And during the pandemic, I was able to give back to my city by doing the food drive Thursday mornings, giving food to the people who are in need of it. And it just provided self-worth and assurance that I can be helpful to anyone in the city by just showing up, essentially. And you have allowed that opportunity.
Thank you. And let me ask you, volunteering at the church, in the city, at my office, how did that prepare you when you went to college? How did that translate with your confidence and so forth?
Yes. So ever since I was young, my mom has always encouraged me to, use my gift of speaking. And as you mentioned, I was a champion at Miramar High School. I did speech and debate, and I actually won nationals in 2021. And just gaining the speaking abilities during speech and debate and volunteering, as you said, has allowed me to apply the skills that I've learned by going out into the community, speaking to people, building connection, fostering relationship with them, and having the ability to confidently and comfortably speak, and knowing that, you know, the words and everything I'm saying is assuring and essentially what I would say and what I've learned from you and everyone else here.
So for the youngster out there that watching, and what would you tell them? The camera is there.
Yes.
Speak to them because they understand your language.
Yes.
Okay. So talk to them.
As a teenager myself, I just encourage you all to use your voice. We are living in a world that it's your biggest power, your biggest tool to use your voice, to speak up, to allow yourself to be put into situations where you may not feel comfortable, but knowing that you are confident in yourself, you'll be able to thrive and you'll be able to show a different form of yourself that maybe you've never seen before, maybe you've never really experienced, but it is worthwhile in the end. So I encourage you all to just, you know, anything that you're passionate about, go for it and don't limit yourself because of anything, essentially. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sophie, Diego, Louis, and Jonathan. Thank you guys so much. It's a pleasure to have you. This is what I do. It's such an amazing opportunity for me to be here in the city of Miramar, to serve this community and to have youngsters that I can mentor and show them, and having them to come along and fill the gap, because sooner or later they're going to be the one in charge of things. So
I just wanted to say thank you for this great opportunity you have given us for these volunteer hours.
you're welcome.
I'm Mr. Chambers. First of all, I'd like to say thank you for this opportunity that you gave me. And I'm so glad to be working here. And also, hi, Mom and Dad.
It's my absolute pleasure.
I greatly appreciate this experience that you gave me, and to my friends.
Thank you, Mr. Diego. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
As you know, I'm always appreciative and thankful for the opportunity that you provided me as a volunteer out in the community to come into the city and to learn a different facet of what it means to be a community and a provider, and a different way of volunteering and showing my skills and assets.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I will always be grateful, and it's just a tremendous blessing to have you guys. It's really always warms my heart to have young folks around to support and give back, and that's what I do. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Once again, thank you for joining us today in this Commission Corner. Please check us out on all social media platforms. I am Commissioner Maxwell B. Chambers, and I'm always here for you. Thank you.